Hello everybody, welcome back to Long Live the Queen. Let's take a look how we do, because we lost the naval battle last time. Even though she looks pretty cheerful, we have to try and figure out what we can do to perhaps save us. Save us, Obi-Wan Kenobi, your only hope. Let's do a logistics training, because we have quite a bonus in that. I think we could maybe fill up this area right now. And maybe do some herb medicine. What shall we do? What else can we do? Let's do some military. And maybe work on something else, such as... no idea. Public speaking, maybe? Maybe we need to give a speech for a morale boost. I don't know. Let's do the logistics, because then our military is fairly full. And then go for... maybe we need economics for this. I don't know. Production might be a good one, because we need to produce more weaponry, and that is going to cost money. Let's leave it over here. Yeah, let's go for the economy value, because I think a lot of war is also economics. So I think we should go for accounting and production. Just a slight change of plan here. You never know, it might be useful. Let's go ahead and do that, and we've got it saved in case it's not the necessary thing we needed to do. You study bookkeeping and the art of notating incomes and expenditures, as well as how to determine the amount of funds a solvent business needs to keep on hand in order to continue functioning. You learn about the concept of diminishing returns, a point after which spending more on a particular project fails to improve it as much as previous spending did. You learn that most of the domain's iron is mined in Sudbury and transported west to the Gowan River to the Cavella. You learn that the hilly terrain in Hellas is no good for growing most crops, but is excellent for vineyards and migratory flocks of sheep and goats. Excellent. The invasion of Nova is proceeding. Your coastline is under Shanjian control. Soldiers have marched through villages, trampling fields and frightening citizens. Oh, they're there. A diplomatic delegation of Shanjia has requested access to the castle to discuss terms, most likely for surrender. You lack the strength to hold off their armies, and surrendering now will save many lives. It would seem that you have no choice. Almost no choice. Your fiancé, here he is, Duke Talhurst of Sedna has sent you a message. He does not personally command enough soldiers to turn the tide against this invasion, but his king in Talassi is eager to discuss a formal alliance. If you flee the capital now, you should be able to evade the army and reach the Thalassian border. Let's do it. Let's just do it. What the hell? They can't capture me. If they can't capture me, then they can't really win, I think. I know, I'm still out there, so I can still come back. That's my reasoning. Gathering what equipment and money you can, you sneak out of the castle and flee into the east. Agents of Sedna meet you partway through your journey to give you aid and keep you safe until you reach Talassi. There, while the Shanjians loot your domain, you and the Duke of Sedna will be married. Okay. Together you can gather power necessary to retake your throne, you hope. Ooh, is this the end? And so the reins of power slipped from Elodie's grasp. Nova would have to go on without her. Oh, so it's kind of like dying, but not quite. But it doesn't have to end this way. Make different choices, train different skills, and Elodie's star may rise again. So basically we were just mopping the floor in Talassi? What's that all about? Okay. Well, it's not quite a death. So let's load that again and try it. We'll have to stay. Let's see. We were doing some economics, but we didn't fail anything because nothing really happened. So let's just do that again with accounting production. That didn't seem to go too badly. Here we go again, the bookkeeping part. Yep, fantastic. And iron is mined here and there. And everywhere. Okay. So let's then meet with the diplomats and see what happens. And if that doesn't make much difference, then we should go back to the previous save. Let's meet with them. Although we should have, you know what we should have trained? Should have trained like public speaking and that sort of thing. We didn't do that. Now let's see what we fail here, and then we'll work on that, I suppose. You prepare yourself as best you can to meet with the representatives from Shanjia. You expect a diplomat and a military representative, a general or an admiral. You did not expect the handsome man decked in jewels, who now stands before you, a man announced by your servants as Togami, king of Shanjia. Oh, I thought that was Togami for a second. Foreign intelligence good, world history success. The current leader of Shanjia should be Queen Junko. Is this her husband or a usurper? Wow. How's this for a snake in disguise? Let's take a quick look at this guy. So it is his There you go. We no idea how old he is, but we do know that he is married to Junko. Tsugami comes from a land across the ocean. You know nothing about this family. My dear young lady, how difficult this must be for you. So much responsibility at such a tender age. Failed. Angry. What was that? Court manners? Don't pretend to be my friend while you're killing my people, indeed. Well, temper, princess. After all, I'm here to save your people. Yes, of course you are. War benefits no one, don't you think? Such a terrible waste. Better to settle things in a civilized manner by invading somebody else's country. It's very civilized. A contest. A game, so to speak, with Nova as the stakes. Should I win, then your domain will submit and accept me as overlord with no future or further resistance. Overlord. Wow, who does this guy think he is? Should I lose, then my army will leave your domain in peace and shed no more blood. So what is that you want? And they can train for that next time. What sort of game? It is well known that Nova is ruled by lumens. Oh no. As it happens, I too possess the power of a lumen. I don't. I propose a formal duel. My power is against yours. The winner takes control of Nova. The loser dies. But I'm not a lumen. Saving it for the coronation, will you? Such a pity that you'll be unprepared. Well, Dad, see what happens? You see what happens, Larry? Well then, go and find your crystal. Becoming a lumen is a very simple matter, then we can have our duel. What's the point? You know that I can't win. Why don't you just kill me now? Because that's not the game. You want to save your people, don't you? I want to fight a lumen. Well, there's probably more out there somewhere. If you refuse, then the war will continue. I'll sweeten the deal. If you meet me in a formal lumen challenge, I'll call off the invasion even if I win. Really? I swear it by the gods, Nova will be free and safe. Why take that risk? You're winning the war. It's not your land that I want, it's your crystal. Are you collecting crystals now? To gain your power, I am willing to wager my own. Shall we begin? Failed. I don't like this, but what choice do I have? Well, none, apparently. All we can do is accept his terms. Then I must. No, not my little girl. Oh, now you're gonna jump in our defense. Earlier was doing absolutely nothing and already looking at his new wife to go, maybe we should make some new heirs with that one. She looks pretty. And I was like, no, not my little girl. Crazy bastard. You want to fight the lumen ruler of Nova? You don't have lumen powers, Dad. Sit down. Whoops. Your father reaches into his pocket and pulls out a shimmering blue crystal which he places over his heart. He's a lumen? What the hell? Illuminate. This is crazy. Your hand stands on end as a veil of blue sparkle settles over your father, crawling into his skin. When it's over, the jewel has been absorbed into his body without a trace. Was that supposed to be our crystal, Dad? Fight me. Leave her alone. Well, this is not what I expected, but I will serve my purpose just as well. Oh, it will serve my purpose just as well. Daddy? Be quiet, Elodie. You are not a queen yet. You are forced to sit and watch as the two men work out the details of the duel and its stakes. Then take their places in a carefully warded circle. Your father crosses his arms, summoning up a thick grey fog that swirls around him, hiding him from view. But the Shanjin King conjures a cloud of glowing butterflies, which drive into the fog and blow it apart. Then the invader claps his hands together and chants. Fairy red lights cluster over his fingertips and merge together into a pulsing blob before erupting towards your father. He resists with a beam of blue, catching the infernal energy and pushing it back into Togami's direction. You knew what the outcome would be. He knew it all along. Togami is a trained lumen, eager to demonstrate his powers, and your father... was your father, plus 10 depressed. Wow. The blue crystal reappears, lying beside your father's body like an innocently discarded bauble, but now that blue color is colored by a faint wash of red. The smirking of King Shanjia sweeps the crystal off the floor, or the sword, yeah, okay, and tucks it away into his robes. How fitting. First I end your mother's life, and then your father's. Ah, now we know how this happened. You what? You didn't think your death was an accident, did you? That took careful planning. And now the Novan power is mine, and you even get to live. He holds out a hand in front of him, the elegant robe dangling freely. Now kneel and kiss my hand. Never. Not in 1,000 years. With a scream, you launch yourself at the Shanjin King, prepare to go down fighting. Well, that's probably the dumbest thing you could have done, but she's 14. Of course, it takes only a touch of his magic to end your life. Great. Look at that. We died it again. So what we need to do is try to get that crystal after all. Fantastic. I think we should do that next time. I'm going to load game, although we need to go back to this one. There we go. Yep, go back here. Fantastic. What we're doing here, I think we just got our poison up. Yep, and we need to go for the lumen energy. We can't do that right now. That's unfortunate. What else should we do? Foreign intelligence? Foreign affairs? We have a good history stuff. We can't do much right now. We were going to do these two, but it's quite useless. We need to do magic. Maybe lore. I don't know. What did we fail last time? I can't remember what we failed. We failed a bunch of stuff, and I don't remember what it was. It's fine. I'm going to go ahead and do some history or foreign intelligence. Let's do some foreign intelligence, both of them. And that would be intrigue on both of them. La 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 la. I'm just doing the tune now. Why is that? Yeah. I think we've read this before. Gathering troops on Nova border. That's right. You've unlocked a new outfit. Pirates are once again operating out of Orcus, although they are currently sticking to the northern seas and no threat to Nova. However, if they turn to slave raids, the Borelians may be quite vulnerable. Who are Borelians? Agents who have visited Borealis report that all known Lumen shamans seem to have no magical powers at all, and perform their ritual displays with show and trickery. Well, that's just great. Yeah. Urgent speaking, and we have to talk to the guy. Of course, he's like, oh, well, too bad, blah, blah, blah. We haven't found much about who it is that sent the chocolates, yada, yada. I suppose that's a relief. We aren't supposed to detect these things, yada, yada. I know, fine. Get back to whatever you were doing. I need to speak to my father. I think we're too late. Or not. Oh, no, we're not. We can stay in the capital this time. We didn't do that. What? The week they'll be in over waters. Recruit soldiers, yes, definitely. We'll do that to Lassie. You could send him a message. Blah, blah, blah. Could do that, but I think I'll stay in the capital this time. No, there's too much to do here. I can't go to sea. Exactly. Do your best and know who will survive. I will survive. Shall we try going to the treasury? We haven't done that yet. Failed. Angry Wolfle. So they won't do any of that. Well, that's just great. Okay, fine. Oh, you have a new outfit. What do we have now? Catsuit. Oh, yeah, the catsuit. We saw that last time already. It was terrible. I'm gonna leave my thing on. I should have put on the tea dress for that part. Well, let's save it anyway because we've done the part now. Go ahead and save that. It's fine. Return. And we don't have too much else to do. Let's do some... Shall we do here? Court manners, public speaking, composure. I think we failed composure, but we should work on court manners, I think. Let's just do some conversation. I know it's a minus 0.93, but, you know, I gotta do things. Let's see now. Classes, then. Conversation, court manners. Both of them will have some positive out of it, even though we are too angry to do things, etc. Due to press, that's right. Yep. But we'll get some now. We studied traditions of ballroom etiquette, how to politely accept or defer an offer, how to avoid the impression of attachment to an individual, and we're not exactly halfway. Here we go. Danger on the high seas. Failed. Now that you're finished studying, what will you do for the weekend? I need to talk to you. Let her have her way. I suppose it's the only way. Let them leave it to me. Fine. Yeah. Fantastic, nothing is stolen, but except for the thing. And then she gets her crystal. Do I get the crystal? Oh, I have to get it, I guess, in a moment. We're too late, actually, to study a bunch of magic, so... useful! Alright, let's see now. We have some of that. We could do some of that, I suppose. We didn't need anything else. Let's do some foreign affairs history. Why not? Psst. Doesn't matter anymore. Although we lost the naval battle already, I think, so it's not useful for us to do any more naval strategy right now. Shall we do some more composure? We'll do some royal demeanor. Because the guy's going to show up and he's going to be all huffy and all that sort of thing. Well, he's going to be trying to be pleasant, but he's actually an asshole because he killed our mother. At your command, your teacher strikes your palm with a letter toss, whatever that is, and you learn to bear the sting. You lie on a couch and try to remain relaxed while your teacher smacks your heels with a letter toss. Why, is this some type of BDSM teacher? What's going on? It's like 50 Shades of Grey all over again. Your skill and composure is now 50. You may not increase the skill until the other royal demeanor skills are 25 or higher. Well, too bad. is proceeding. Coastline is under Shenzhen control. Yep, nothing particularly interesting happens here. Almost no choice. Yep, we have this part again. We're not going to do that because it's quite useless. Let's meet with the diplomats. Yep. Success. Good. Composure success this time. You yearn to slap the false sympathy off his oily face, but you force yourself to remain calm. Cool. The war benefits no one, don't you think? A contest, a game. I don't have my crystal. What sort of game? Do we get more options now? I don't think we do. So I think basically our game is screwed because there's no way out of this. But we know that we need to get our crystal as soon as possible so we can study more Lumen magic. Cool. Sense magic filled. Well, there's nothing else we can do. Then I must. Nope, not my little girl. Blah blah blah. Here he goes. Power Ranger activates. Jocelyn, the Blue Ranger over here, is going to make sure everything turns out okay, except that he's going to die. But okay, you know, that sort of thing happens. Do I get the choice to not charge him afterwards? Yeah. I know. Yep, plus 10 depressed. I know. How fitting. Hey, what? Didn't think this and that, did you? Did you think that? Now kneel and kiss my hand. Nope. My composure failed. What? I worked on it. With a scream launched itself, and then we're dead. Hooray! Well, great. Fantastic. That means you have to start over pretty much. And that means a lot of Lumen magic needs to be learned before we get to this part. The main things that we needed so far were poison and military strategy, and I think also battle medicine and logistics. And now Lumen magic is very important. Yeah, those are the most important things. Well, I'm going to call it here anyway. Thanks for watching so far. Hope you're enjoying it still. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye for now. If you want to leave any comments in the comment section below, that'd be great. And if you want to like and subscribe, that'd be awesome. Share the videos as well, that'd be great. Just if you want to do that. If you want to do all those things, it's probably going to cost some time, but I'd be very glad if you did it. If you want to do none of those things, that's fine as well. I understand. I will see you next week anyway, and bye-bye for now.